This is the 1969 contract, and we are endeavoring to work it out.
It's the end of a painful, long-standing inequity that both Quebec and Newfoundland and Labrador agree was an unfair deal.
Today, everything changes for Newfoundland and Labrador.
Both premiers signing a new tentative agreement, one that will see Quebec pay significantly more for its electricity from the Churchill Falls hydroelectric station in Labrador. The price will jump from 0.2 cents per kilowatt hour to almost 6 cents. Over the next 50 years, it means hundreds of billions for Newfoundland and Labrador.
I think it's fair to say that $250 billion.
For me, it's a great day also.
Quebec also benefits securing a key power source until 2075. The province gets around 15% of its power from Churchill Falls, but the original deal was set to end in less than 20 years.
It was also urgent for us to see what will happen after 2041.
Fury and Legault also signed a memorandum of understanding for a new hydroelectric project, Gull Island, expanding and upgrading Churchill Falls and building new transmission lines. Hydro-Quebec will take on the construction and risk and give this province $3.5 billion to fund equity in the projects. Former Newfoundland and Labrador premiers tried and failed to renegotiate. Brian Tobin was one and says this deal is transformative.
This is normalizing Newfoundland and giving it the kind of financial stability and security that every province needs to have to plan a proper healthcare system, to plan and support a proper education system, and to look after our seniors.
The Innu Nation have protested hydro developments on their lands before and vowed to block new ones if they weren't consulted. But today, there's optimism.
It's a good deal for all of us, especially the Innu.
Both provinces want to be aggressive and finalize the new agreements in 2026. Heather Gillis, CBC News, St. John's.
Next, let's bring in the host of Power and Politics, David Cochran. So, David, you've been covering this story throughout your entire career. Can you give us your insight into the magnitude of this deal?
Well, Adrienne, if it's as advertised, this money could end deficits in Newfoundland and Labrador for the rest of my life. $1 billion extra a year when your total budget is $10 billion is enough money to eliminate your deficit, invest in the economic and social needs of the province, pay down your debt, and save. So it's the potential for this to be completely transformative for the government of Newfoundland and Labrador. They just need to make sure they have a proper plan for it, that it's used to make these changes, and doesn't just go on a politically motivated spending spree. But this is something I never thought was possible, that Quebec would agree to pay more and reopen this deal early, but here we are today, and if the numbers are what they say they are today, it is a transformative moment for the government of Newfoundland and Labrador.
Even as you talk, though, I'm mindful, right, this deal is still not final. So what are you watching for next year?
Well, look, it sounds great right now, but as the fine print comes out, does public opinion hold? Because this can't go ahead if it becomes politically unpopular. The Innu Nation are happy today, but as those new energy developments become clear and we get the details of hunting and trapping and fishing lands that will be flooded and altered, does their consent for this hold? And Andrew Furey, the Premier, has an election in 2025. Does he hold? Because if he doesn't win the next election, what do his political rivals want to do with this deal? So there's some big hurdles to clear that we won't know if it's able to happen until the actual final picture emerges.
All right, David Cochran in Ottawa for us tonight. Thanks, David.